Nova. I'm here to bring you guys a new tutorial on how to make, well, pretty much a beat breakdown of how I made a Pop Smoke type beat, similar to the style of Meet the Woo too. So I'm gonna get something in that genre and style. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you've been subscribed, stay subscribed because new tutorials are coming very soon. And don't forget to thumbs up the video. But I'm gonna run through this pretty quick and show you guys my process, pretty much on mixing and leveling some of the things in here. So the first thing I have was a sample right here. I didn't really go in and do like a whole bunch of chopping in it, just found a loop of where I wanted it to be at, and that's what I did. Right here you can see there's a gross beat automation clip, so it actually starts half time in speed. So right here you just want to load a gross beat and then go to the half speed for you guys who don't know. But I'm gonna turn off all these and show you guys exactly how it's gonna sound like and look like. What the original sound like. And I just went in and first thing I actually did was EQ it. So as far as EQing it, I usually always EQ up to 200 hertz and kill up to the 10K region. So that's what I went ahead and did to let the bass, you know, have some space right here, and then also with the high end region, I just killed those out. I added another EQ right here just to cut out some more of the low end. I know probably it's not that necessary, but I went ahead and did it just because if anything might have passed through. I boosted a little bit right here in the mid region and also wrote off some more of the high end region because I just wanted the sample to have a more filtered sound. After that, I just loaded in a fruity limiter so that the entire melody is pretty consistent, not to where the whole thing just sounds flat, just so that those inconsistencies like snares and kicks that might have clipped through, we're not going to get that. So we're basically essentially using a limiter just to stop those peaks. So this is what it sounds like and looks like. And as far as leveling it, just put it at -9. And before we get into everything else, I'm going to show you guys on the master. Let's go ahead and just turn off all these effects right here on the master. We'll leave the soft clipper on here so that nothing clips past 0 decibels. So that's what I did right here. And we're going to move forward to like the main part of the beat right here. And right here, I have a kick, which is going to be my drum kit / sound kick that's going to release whenever, I don't know, but I'll let you guys know as soon as it comes out. As far as my kick, I just EQ'd up to 30 hertz, and you can see that I did that right here. So we're going to right click and solo it, and all I did was just EQ it up to 30 hertz. And then later on, I'll really just put the entire kick in mono. So you just want to right click, not right click, just click it and just drag it all the way to the right. After that, I have my 808. Now for the 808, it was kind of tricky because I wanted my 808 to be distorted, but also not overpower like the mid region too much. So the first thing I did was load in a Fruity Blood overdrive, and these are the settings that I have. After that, I added R-Bass stereo, which is a Waves plugin, and basically is gonna fill up that low end region because like I felt that with the Blood overdrive, it really just distorts the mid region too much. So I just want to add some low frequency back into it. You can use an EQ or anything. I just went ahead and used the R-Bass stereo in Waves. So this is what it's gonna sound like with the 808. So I have my 808 at -12, hitting at 0. And as far as you guys, I know the very important thing you guys want to note for Pop Smoke type beats is that there's a whole bunch of 808 bends. So if I'm gonna go through and just show you guys, in order to really just go in and start doing those bends in your 808, you need to make sure you click this option right here, and this was gonna enable your 808 to bend. So if I were to want it to go higher or lower, this was gonna sound like. And you can just do that for anything. For you guys who are just new to it. And really it's all I did, just create an 808 pattern with a whole bunch of 808 bends and slides. After that, we're gonna get into the next thing. Right here, I have a rattle percussion sound, with just to fill in the beat a little bit more. I didn't really just go in and add a parametric EQ too, just did it right here. It just to fill in the beat a little bit more. So it's not too important to note. Right here, I have this perk, which is also gonna be in my drum kit too. Right here, just EQ'd up to 200. And later on, what I have some hi-hats right here. So with these hi-hats, I'm gonna show you guys a cool trick. So the first thing I did was just EQ it up to 2K. Most of my hi-hats are always EQ up to 2K. Just roll off that low end muddiness. I added this free plugin. I'm actually gonna put the link in the description for it, but it's an auto pan, and what it does is basically make your hi-hats pan left and right while it's playing. So this is very dope. I'm gonna continue to use this for a lot of different things, but I'm gonna just show you guys this free sauce, I guess. And these are the settings that I have for it. And after that, I just added a fruity limiter just so that everything isn't going past a certain decibel level. So this is what it's gonna sound like and look like. So my hi-hats are going at -9. And you can hear that the hi-hats are panning left and right. Without it, everything just straight down, centered. So it just gives it a little bit of room and variation within the mix. The next thing we're gonna get into is the snare that I have right here. So I just have a pretty thick snare. I just EQ'd up to 200 region just so that, you know, want the low end to pass through here with the 808s and kicks. After that, I have a clap. This clap just comes in, I guess, every third of the beat just to fill in a little bit more. With UK drum beats, you need to have your rhythm just needs to be there. Like there's a lot of bounce in these UK drill beats, so you want to make sure that you have certain elements coming in every now and then. So you'll notice that as far as like the kicks and everything coming in. So once you hear all this together, there's like that groove and rhythm in it, and that's very important to note. The next thing we have right here is open percussion. So right here is gonna come in. As far as EQing it, I just EQ'd, really just wrote off a little bit or a lot of the mid and low frequency, because you don't want that in your high percussions because they're supposed to be in the high end frequency. So that's what I went ahead and did. As far as leveling it, put that at -21. Have another open hi-hat. Right here is at -18. This one is kind of like gritty sounding. Like in my open hi-hats, I like to have different ones coming through. So there's a lot of different ones. There's probably like 3 of these coming in it. This one's more like a scratch. This one is sitting around -18. Most of my open hi-hats, I keep them around -18, -21. And that's pretty much it. And as far as the beat, that's really all it's going to take. Like you just want to have a pretty smooth and nice melody. And my 808 is heavily distorted. Most of the time my 808s are heavily distorted. I kind of keep them about maybe 3 dB lower than my melody. But if not, if I just have a very simple 808 that doesn't have a lot of distortion, I'll keep it around -9. And the same thing with my melody. I'll keep the hi-hats, melody, and bass around like -9 to start off with. So that's pretty much all I did. And just to play the beat through, so I went ahead and did just level everything. This like a stomp sound, which is going to be in my drum kit too. There's a whole bunch of FX that is going to come in this drum/sound kit that's going to drop whenever. Now we're going to get into the fun part, which is like my master channel. So my master channel for the beat is I have a Fruity Convolver, and what I'm doing right here, just cutting it at 15K because I've always emphasized in a lot of beats, and a lot of songs nowadays, a lot of songs are cut at 15K. I think I've always said previously I wouldn't always recommend doing this if you're mixing a beat and sending it out to artists and everything. You can or you can't. My preference is I'm always gonna cut it at 15K regardless. So this is just as far as my mixing, but I always notice every song is cut at 15K on a master EQ. You can use any kind of brick wall EQ. It doesn't have to be a Fruity Convolver. You can use Ozone 5's EQ or any kind of brick wall EQ. The next thing I did is just made the beat louder. So as far as making the beat louder, I just went ahead and brought the ceiling all the way up and just brought the gain up by 3 decibels just so that the beat is louder by only 3 decibels. So that's what's going to give me that loud mix. Now, my other stuff, I don't know if I'm going to share this with you guys yet, but this is the master as far as like the dynamic compression, multi-band compression on my beat. I'm going to play the beat by itself without these other plugins right here. So you can hear that the mix is actually pretty good. It's pretty decent to me right now. What's gonna make sure to really just seal up the beat and really get those levels just tight and nice without overdoing it are these two plugins. So it's really just a multi-band compressor and the imager. Now the imager isn't like the major key and sauce to the beat. It's really more so the dynamic compression. All I did with the imager is just brought down the first band right here into mono. So everything in this 100, everything passing this 20 to 120 region is dropped all the way to mono. We just don't want any stereo separation in it. And as far as the dynamic compression, like I said, I'll probably put this whole entire master template on my site for you guys to get very soon. I'll let you guys know whenever it's up. But for now, I'm going to show you guys the mix of how it sounds like with it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I did as far as like mixing and leveling and mastering the beat. And later on, I'm going to show you guys some other things that I did. Later on, as far as the next part for the verse, I went ahead and added just a little bit of, just a little bit of taste to the overall sound. So when it comes to where the verse starts, I went ahead and added a filter. So with this Fruity Love filter is basically kind of like a really just filtered out, squeezed out sound. You guys can just scroll through the Fruity Love filter presets in FL Studio and you can get the same sound. So what I did is just use this preset, and it really just washes out the beat. It's not like a regular filter. It kind of just, washes everything out. And right here, you can just see I just cut the beat from the beginning at this part, at the one, and then just looped it over and over and just made it just drop repetitively until it comes in. Cool things that I do. A lot of people always wonder how come I don't ever just make my kicks in the piano roll. I always find this method to be easier, and I feel like I get more of the natural sound of what I'm using if I just drag and drop like one shots on it. Your one shots are going to be stuff like your rim shots, your snares. If you're going to have some snare rolls, then I would probably recommend using your piano roll just so you can have those rolls coming in. But as far as these one shots, that's the reason why I just drag everything in. I don't feel the need to just have piano roll for it. It's easier to do this. So that's really all I did, and that's my process on breaking down a Pop Smoke type beat. I'm gonna try to get some more in-depth tutorials for you guys coming very soon. But if you like this video, go ahead and thumbs up. Put in the comment section what you guys want to see next, and I'll catch you all on the next video.